I've been doing food storage videos for a while now, and I like to branch out for a short time into other areas of prepping. I will have a few more food storage videos ready pretty soon. This video is being safe while bartering when the SHTF event happens, or the economic collapse, whatever it happens to be. Then the next video will be on items to stockpile to barter with. So I'm going to give you some rules for bartering, but before you buy barter items, make sure you have your food storage all set up. Try for at least a 1-year supply before you branch out into other prepping items. If there is a grid down scenario, hyperinflation, supply chain shortages, bartering or trading will become a necessity. You will find in this situation, if there's something you need that you did not plan for, trading or bartering will be the way to get it. So here are some rules for bartering. Be careful. Don't show off your items or brag about what you have. Stay in public. Stay aware. If you're haggling over an item, don't mention that you have more of that item at home, or even if you have other items. Say instead something like, hey, maybe I can trade someone to get what you want. If I can, I will be back. Now, do not barter items you might need, especially if this event lasts longer than you thought. At first we're going to think things will be better in a few months, but as time goes by, we're going to realize it's a long-term situation. So before you barter it away, make sure it's something you can do without, because in the long term, you might need it. Remember, people will be desperate during hard and bad times. They will do things they would never have done in a normal time. So try to barter with only those people you know and trust. It's going to be everyone for themselves in an economic collapse. Be alert. When you go to barter, go in pairs. It's important to have a few people with you that can have your back if the deal goes south. People may appear nice and cordial until they try to attack you and take your stuff at the last minute. During the hard times, people are often only looking out for themselves, and it's important to be aware of this when dealing with others in an emergency situation. Never ever barter from your home. Try to barter in a neutral area far away from your home or from your stockpile. Then make sure you're not followed home. Never barter anything that can be used against you, such as ammo or weapons. Lots of people say ammo is a great bartering item. I disagree. You will not get any more of it, so don't barter it away, especially if this is going to be a long-term grid down, lockdown, or whatever. I'm not going to barter away my weapons or ammo. It's not even the end of the world yet, and there's still a shortage of ammo. Imagine how bad it'll be when the stores are all looted and the raiders are coming for you. Keep your weapons and ammo. If you want to live, you're going to need to protect yourself. Now, when you're bartering, you want to ensure you have something that other people actually want. And this is the key. You need to be able to survive without it. In the Great Depression, they formed bartering co-ops. So you can form a bartering co-op with other people and exchange items. But remember, do not display a lot of items, even at this co-op. You want to be safe. You want to keep your weapons with you. If everyone knows you always have the best stuff, they're going to start to see you as a target. And if you take advantage of someone, they might return and try to get revenge. So don't trade poor quality items. Word's going to get around that you have junk or that you're a cheat. Remember, anyone who is unprepared will be desperate. If someone feels they got ripped off by you, it might make them even more desperate and thus turn into a security threat. Barter in different locations every time. This will help conceal where you live, and it will help keep people from predicting your movements. Offer different items each time. You don't want to be labeled, go see Jim, he always has food or water or something. People will come looking for that item, and they'll become looking for you when they're desperate for that, and they might not be there to barter. Keep a low profile. You don't want people to suspect you're hiding more than you tell them. Be modest, act accordingly, never boast, hint, or threaten. Never share the location of your stash, not even with your closest friends. They might be trustworthy, but the desperate guy who overhears them mention your stash in passing may not be. Remember, you're dealing with mostly people who are unprepared, so what are they going to have to trade? What kind of value will they have to trade for? So be ready for anything. If in doubt, leave. Do not trade with people if you're in doubt. You might want to set the exchange for a different day and bring weapons and a friend to help make sure you're not followed home. Have an escape plan. Keep your supplies secure and guarded while you're out bartering. Only bring items you're willing to lose. You never know what can happen. Another option for bartering is rental of an item. You can say, I will rent you this item for such and such an amount. You have to be sure you're going to get the item back, though, when you're doing this. The other thing you can do is, say you have a solar generator. You can tell people, I'll charge your batteries or charge your iPhone, whatever it happens to be. The problem with this is, even if you're only using it for close friends, let's say the daughter of your close friend got their iPhone charged and is listening to music, and one of her friends said, hey, how did you get your iPhone charged? Well, my father knows someone who has a solar generator. Then that person can come and steal the generator. So be very careful if you're trying to barter something like that. Use small containers. Don't bring everything with you. If you're going to barter rice, put it in a small container. Don't bring your 5-pound bag of rice. Desperate times bring out the worst in people. Their survival might depend upon the trade. So be alert, prepared, and be fair, but don't become lax in the process. So the next video is going to be on what items you can barter with.
Now, if you have any tips or ideas or anything we can use or what we should watch out for or the mistakes you made, be sure to let us know in the comments. And also, if you want us to cover any aspect of prepping, leave that in the comments too. But please subscribe.